Good morning, friends. Thank you for choosing to spend some time with me today. My name is Angela Marie. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. So on Tuesdays, I save with tiny savings challenges with a little bit of money. And the reason why I do that is just to prove to myself that if I just have a little bit to save, I actually can still save and it will add up in time. I am excited though today. I have added a new binder, and this is going to be for coin savings challenges. And I say coin savings challenges. However, once you see what I mean here, it doesn't mean that these challenges necessarily look any different than challenges you would see for somebody that is saving $1 bills or $5 bills, that type of thing. So I just want to show you how you can save with just a little bit of money and use coins that you have. There's a couple different things that I'm thinking. If you wanted to, well, first off, let me say, I pulled this change from my wallet. I don't know how much is here yet, but there's a couple different things you could do. At least a couple things that I can think of. You could count your money and then save according to what you designate the challenges for. You may take your money and just like drop it in just a simple jar, like this is an old jam jar that I've got. Nothing fancy. I didn't even bother taking the labels off of it. I just pulled it from my cupboard. But I also have prop money here. So kind of just depends on what you're wanting to do, how much time you're wanting to spend in the fun aspect of saving money. But today I'm just going to kind of go over the basics. And the reason why is I just want to be an encouragement. I keep hearing people say they want to save and they're just watching a lot of videos, just trying to get ideas and knowing how to start. But it feels overwhelming, or their budget is really tight and they just don't have money to save. And that's a real thing. So I don't want anybody to be discouraged, because like this amount of change right here, like that may be in my wallet for a week. It maybe been in there for a day, or maybe I pulled my change from my wallet and literally that was all I had. It doesn't matter how much you have. It's the effort and the desire to want to save money. And it can be in very small ways. And as you're learning to save and you're developing that savings muscle, you will get better and better. And as time allows, and as your budget changes, or as you become more aware of maybe where you spend money that would be unnecessary. Like for instance, let's say that every time you go grocery shopping, your treat to yourself is you stop and buy even a McDonald's iced coffee for a couple of dollars. Well, maybe you make your own iced coffee at home, and then the amount of money you would have spent on that iced coffee for a couple of dollars, maybe you could roll that over into savings. As you save, you will figure out and see where you spend small amounts of money that you actually could put back, and you won't even notice or miss that money. I'm just trying to think of little things, like maybe, let's say maybe your grocery budget is like really small and you're like, listen, you don't understand, Angela, I only have $10 this week to do grocery shopping. Okay. Well, maybe after you went to the grocery, maybe that week you actually had an extra 25 cents. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to save it. It's only 25 cents. It doesn't seem like it matters, but I'm just going to continue to work that muscle of learning to save. So every bit adds up. It really does. And so I just want to encourage you, just start where you're at. The biggest thing I would say is don't compare yourself to others, because that's difficult and it's easy to get discouraged because we're not all in the same place. if you're wanting something bad enough, even if it's hard, I know you can do it. And as you continue to save, it becomes easier. It doesn't mean that the amount of your savings necessarily grows, like, maybe you're saving 50 cents this week, or it doesn't mean that in a month or 2 months or a year that you're even able to save $50 a week or $50 a month. That may not be your situation, but you are still learning how to save money, and that's very, very important. So I know I've rambled. Hopefully what I've said has actually made sense. I don't know. Hopefully. Let's go ahead and count the monies that I have. Well, actually, before we do that, with these 6 challenges, we're just going to go in and I'm just going to determine what I want the value of each of the challenges to be worth. So this first one, this is actually my October group play, and I'm going to, there's 6 icons. I'm going to try to stretch myself and actually save each of these leaves for 50 cents. So that would be $3 when I was done saving. And guess what? If you get to the end of October and you've not been able to save that, it's okay. Just continue to work on it, until it's finished. It doesn't matter. Okay, so the next one, this cute challenge. This is from Anna Banana Budgets. And if I saved this as dollars, it would save $28. However, I'm going to use this as a penny challenge. So each one is going to be worth 1 cent. Okay? So like for instance, that 3 would be 3 pennies. The 2 would be 2, and so forth. Okay, so that challenge from Anna Banana Budgets, that's going to be worth a penny. The next one is actually one that I created, and this was actually created in mind of saving with coins. But this is the thing. That was my goal, or that's what I was trying to accomplish when I created it. But if you can save with dollars or $2 or $5, this could easily be that as well, because you could save each leaf for a penny, a nickel, a dime, a quarter, a dollar, a $5 bill. It's up to you because it's your budget. Let me go ahead and show you the other ones that I made. So with this challenge, it was with these 3. And then I created another one for autumn, and these here. And then I went ahead and created a new one for the winter. So I have those 3 challenges. I'm going to have them on my Ko-fi shop, and they should be uploaded by the time this video records. So let's do each of these leaves at 5 cents a piece. Okay. The next challenge is from my friend Mary at Mary Love Country Living, and her adorable little challenge here. We're going to make each one of these cups 10 cents a piece. And then I have Reynolds Budget, and let's do these at a quarter. And then I added this one. This is the Halloween from Penny Pincher Budgets. And let's do these at a dime a piece. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you different ways to do this, okay? For today, let's go ahead and we've got, let's see here. We got 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, $1. So we have $1. So I'm going to take my change and I'm going to drop it into my jar. So there's $1. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out smaller coins. Let's do 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, and let's do 6 pennies. And now I'm going to have to recount it to make sure I've got $1.06 there. Okay, so there's 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 96, so I need another dime. I'm going to add another 10 cents, so there's 10, and I'm going to give this money a shuffle, okay? My cash is in my jar, and I have a total of $1.06 worth in prop coins. Try to shuffle these up well. So let's go ahead. I think I'm going to pull these challenges out. 1, and I'll just set them up. So I've got 6 challenges, and I'm sure most of you are not new, but if you are, I'm going to roll a 6-sided die. Whatever number comes up, that challenge will get 2 of the prop money. So we've got challenges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's a 2. We'll lay down 2 cards, and another 2, and another 2, and a 1 is getting 2, and a 4, 1, 1, 6, and we're going to do that. That way everybody has something, okay? We'll move these off to the side, and then let's go ahead and add these up. Okay, so the first one, like I said, this is my group play, and each of the leaves are worth 50 cents. So today, it received 10, 20, 32. So it has 32 cents, which is not enough to fill in a leaf. So I'm going to condense this down to 32 cents. So there's 25, 30, and 2. And then I'm going to put this money back. And then next time I come in, I will actually have this rollover. I'll have 32 cents towards my 50-cent leaf. So we'll put that back in the front. We're not marking anything off because we didn't have 50 cents to do. Okay, so then the next one here is Merry Love Country Living, and each of the cups are worth 10 cents, and today it got 15. So we'll color in. I'm going to color in one of these hearts. So there's the 10 cents. I'll set it back. Then I have 5 cents rollover for the next time I come in. Okay, next we have Anna Banana Budgets, and each of these are worth a penny. So let's see what she got today. She actually did very well. So we have 25, 35, 45, 51 cents. So this, it's very possible that it actually finishes this one. So let's go ahead and see. So 51, we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that correct? I think it should be 28. So 28 cents is what this one came to. So I have some that I can roll over. So basically we finished this one, okay? And I have a little bit extra. So this is where it might get a little confusing depending on how your brain works. So I'm going to, let's see here. What did I say I had? 35, 40, 45, 51. So 51 minus 28 leaves 23 cents. So there's 25. I'm going to put this back. And I'm going to get 5 1-cent pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I needed a total, or I had 23 extra. And let's make sure that's what I have. 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3. I can roll over to a different challenge. So I'm going to set that aside. And this one's finished, and it saved us 28 cents, which it's already in the envelope there, or in the jar there. So there's one completed, and I've got room to add another one. So I'm going to do this one for a penny as well. So I'm going to add this one here. Just put that in the envelope, and we'll figure out later where that 23 cents is going to go. Okay, so next up we have Halloween by Penny Pincher Budgets, and each is worth a dime. So today it got 6, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 5 cents here, so we can mark one of these off, and then we'll have a penny rollover. I know when I start something new, it always takes me a few times to get used to what I'm doing. So by next week or the week after, it should get better. So this one's a penny rollover, and it needed 25 cents, and I don't have 25 cents to add here. So I'm just going to roll this over with 1, and then I'm going to figure out if there's any place that would be good to add that additional money to. So let's see here. Scoot that over so I don't get the monies confused. This challenge had 32, so we're going to add some money to this one so we can color off one of the leaves. There's 35, 40, 45, 10, 25, 35, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9, and 50 cents. So that worked out well. We can go ahead, and we've been able to use our extra money, and we can actually color off one of these leaves. All right, so there is one way we can do this. Next week, I may show it to you a little bit different. Finish this one completely for 28 cents. The total amount of money that we saved today, though, was $1.01, which is in this jar, okay? So I hope that, I suspect that could be confusing if you're brand new. If you're not brand new, it may still be confusing because it's a learning curve when you're working with different denominations. I'm not used to using pennies, nickels, or dimes, but that's what I'm trying to show everybody that needs to have a place to start. Just want you to see that you can start saving even if you're working with small change, okay? So I'll go ahead and we're going to set this aside. I'm going to clean it up, and then we'll move on to the S'mores savings with the tiny challenges. Okay, so like normal with my S'mores savings, I tend to save $7 a week. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now I need to get $7 worth of prop money. Okay, so there's 7. I'm going to put my $7 back in my envelope. This is what I call my bank. And if I finish a challenge, I can pull that money out at the end. Okay, so let's see here. We stopped on challenge 4. I'm going to give this pile of prop money a little bit of a shuffle. And then I'll roll my 4-sided die, and let's see how many prop bills every challenge is going to get. So there's 1. This cute S'mores savings is from Anna Banana Budgets and Blue Kiwi Budgets. It comes with 10 dashboards, a randomizer, and a front and back cover. I'm choosing to use 6, so you can use this however works best for you. So there's 3. And 2. Let's go back to the front. Challenge 1 is going to get 1. Challenge 2 is going to get 3. Next, 4. And now we're starting over. That one's getting 4. Challenge 5 is getting 3. Six is getting 1. Back to the front again. 4. And that completes it. So next week we'll pick up on challenge number 2. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you who all of these challenges belong to and how much we saved today. So this challenge is from Courtney at Doodle Dollars, and it only needed 50 cents to finish. And today she got $1.25. So I'm going to take out the 25 cents. We've got 75-cent rollover. I'll go ahead and mark this. So we've saved $1, $2, $3. So we will pull that cash and add a new one at the end. Challenge number 2. This is from Grammy's Journey, and she's got a quarter from last week, and she received 75 today. Each of the circles are worth 50 cents, so we can go ahead and mark off 2 of them. Challenge number 3. This one is from Laura at Tiny Budget Co., and each of the acorns are worth 50 cents. And today she received $1. So we'll go ahead and mark off 2 of the acorns, 50 cents a piece. This next challenge is mine, and every one is worth 50 cents, and it received $1.25. So we can mark off 2, and it will have a quarter rollover. Next challenge. This is from Stephanie at Savvy Girl Saves, and each of them are worth 50 cents. And today she received $1.75. So there's $1 and another 50 cents here. So that one's finished. We'll roll that over to something else. And this one saved me 3. Thank you so much, Stephanie. And next we have Penny Pincher Budgets. This is her bonfire weather, and each of the icons are worth 50 cents, and today she received $1. So we can go ahead and mark off 2 more. So there is that. And let's see, do we have any that were almost finished? And that one's almost done. So let's add 50 cents and we'll mark that off. And this saved me 3. Awesome. And let's go ahead and add a quarter here. We can mark off 1 more. We've got a quarter left. Okay, so we're going to just roll this over to a different challenge. So we finished 3. So I need to pull out 3, 6, $9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And this money will get added to my 1 month ahead, and this will boost up my normal $24 that I save a week. So make sure you come back for that. That'll be on Friday. And we need 3 more challenges. So we have Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets, Dawn Sunrise Budgeting, Savings with Tracy, Lanebug Budgets, Julie's Pages, and Game and Grandma Budgets. Okay, so we're going to roll the dice and see which one we're going to pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Challenge 4 from Michelle at Lanebug Budgets. And let's add another one. This is Reynolds Budgets. Challenge 1, Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets. And Doodle Dollars right there. So last roll, number 4. Okay, so that's Reynolds Budgets. We'll add those 3 new ones. Oh, and we need to decide who's going to get that quarter. Let's see here. First, I need to determine the value of this. Okay, so we're going to do 50 cents for all of them, except that one will be worth $1. So let's do 50 cents. And we've got challenges 1, 2, and 3. And this quarter is going to number 1. So that's Lanebug Budgets, and she'll have a quarter to start off next week. So we'll put that into space 1. Alexis will go into challenge 3. And then Reynolds Budgets, that one will be in spot number 5. Okay, friends, I appreciate you spending time with me today. I hope that the addition of the coin savings I hope that people will find that beneficial. And I do believe next week it'll be smoother than it was today. But friends, thank you again. Just remember, don't give up. If your goal and your desire is to save, just know that you can. Just start where you are. So friends, until tomorrow, have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.